Something that Elon Musk has been harping on that we all should know is that most Americans are completely unaware that illegal immigrants, those who are not citizens of the great United States of America, are nevertheless counted in the census, meaning that if you have an area with 1 million illegal immigrants, they too are apportioned a congressional seat. Thus, on the assumption that the people that are entering the country from everywhere are going to reward the Democrats because of their quote-unquote hospitality with our tax dollars, where they are handing out free hotel rooms, cash cards, and allowing them to cross the border. Obviously, via the law of reciprocity, most of these illegals, when they get the opportunity to vote, which of course the Democrats are clamoring for, are going to vote for Team Blue. They know this. Thus, they welcome them in because it shifts the balance of power, apportioning more electoral votes to the blue states where they are likely to reside. And you can sprinkle a few in various jurisdictions in order to vote out red representatives. It's all being done according to a plan. Now, if you want evidence of this, a bill was introduced to the Senate that would not count illegals in the census. What percentage of Democrat senators voted for it? If you said 0.
And what percent is that?
0. 0's a percent.
Then you, my friends, are a genius, because it definitely goes along with their vested interest of retaining power. So those at the top that are planning this out tell every single senator, every single representative, that even if you think that you might have a moral problem with it, you're definitely not going to be getting any money if you dare to vote against this. This is undermining our republic. This is undermining whatever democratic representation we are supposed to have based on citizenry. If you come into my house and you're a guest, you don't get to vote. We don't apportion greater importance to this house on the block in terms of if we are voting as a community, because we have more people here that are just guests. But this is the way that the blue team wants it. And it is completely a nefarious play to take over the United States of America and shift everything to the left. And they do it gradually, until they have utter and total control over our political system. This is why they indoctrinate students in the schools. This is why they are trying to give these people the right to vote. And in all of these states where you don't need an ID to vote, what percentage of illegal immigrants are going to be casting their vote for Team Blue? They might not have the right to vote, but we'll never prove it. And by attempting to do so, we'll be called the usual bigots and racists, because that's what they do. This is the great replacement theory in action, where they just flood the country and they change the demographics that we have in the United States, and they apportion them somehow, some way. Mark Elias is suing for, this is the great Democrat lawyer, is suing to give them the right to vote. You've seen them attempt to do so in New York. They'll just keep knocking and chiseling on that boulder, and they will do so until it breaks. And then they will have hegemony over us. They will have control. And that's not something that I want to see. I want to see a fair America, that each citizen has the right to vote, but not that the illegals give Team Blue greater power because they are inviting them in. I am not down for that, and I hope that you guys aren't too. So I hope you contact your representatives in Congress and tell them, "Niet, comrade. No thank you, Liz Warren, Barack Obama, whoever's pulling Joe Biden's puppet strings. Your strategy is antithetical to everything that made our country great, fair, and decent."